Right then, Charlie, we're off up the end to the different site now.
Yeah.
To look at your other machines. Yeah. Right, let's go then. I've got Dusty the dog here.
No worries, let's go.
She's come along for the ride, hasn't you, darling?
Better put a seatbelt on.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to get me.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm grateful that you're taking us. I mean, most people say, oh, we can't do that another day, but yeah, you know,
it's just lucky really. Normally I'm sort of doing a bit this weekend. It's not too bad, you know. Normally I'm out and about doing this and that and getting things done, you know. Yeah. This weekend.
Well, let's face it. Your wife's gone to a fair to spend her money,
yeah,
so
you've got now. So she's all, you know.
You've got to spend some money. You've got to earn some money to spend it, haven't you, mate?
Exactly.
Alright, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is now. Let's have a quick look at the time. It's afternoon now. We're still with Charlie and all his many machines. He's going to take us around his other yard now and show me some of his... What have you got in this yard then?
There's a couple of little drops here in various stages of disrepair that I was going to make something of one day, which I still plan to do, but obviously it's time.
Yep.
Time is of the essence.
And over in the back part of the field we've got...
a 951 and another B100 which actually goes.
Fantastic. Right, like I said before, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up for me and think about subscribing. It all helps the channel, makes it more visible for everybody else, and thanks a lot for coming along. I do appreciate it. Let's get on with that video, shall we? Right, Charlie, let's bring the camera in a little bit further, so we can see a bit better. Right, Charlie, tell me what we got here then.
This one is a B100, used to have a backhoe on it, a JCB backhoe, which I cut off because I don't like them really much. With a backhoe on, they're kind of heavy, do you know what I mean? So I just got rid of that, but I was planning to actually get this one going and put an engine and all the bits back on this one because it's got really good set of running gear on it. So it's a nice set of running gear. Obviously it wants a bit of work. Take the bucket off. I've got two here for make one out of the two, if you know what I mean.
Right, that's your plan,
that
is
one
it?
There has got lots of bits that I can rob for this one, basically. And I've got an engine, another engine.
Dusty?
Got another engine somewhere else.
Dusty! Come away from the road. I can see the running gear now, it's all in good nick. It's just, I mean, even the sprockets on this one now.
It's in good shape, mate.
The sprockets look good new on this one.
And this one, believe it or not, look, it's got hydraulically grease out tracks, which they don't normally have. I've never seen a B100 with grease out tracks on it. So,
is it the same size as a D4, would you say?
Smaller.
Smaller.
Yeah, smaller. This is probably, I think they're 6.5 ton or something. You know, when they're without the backhoe on and standard with a bucket, you know. Yeah.
Now, would you? I mean, you've got the rams showing now. Yeah. Wouldn't it be best to put something over them to cover them?
They're chrome. They should be okay. I think just a little polish up. There's no major pitting on them. So I mean, they're you know, I've got spares. I'm not that worried, you know.
Oh, right. It's nice to have a few spares.
Yeah.
As we can see, there's no engine in it.
No engine at all. No. I bought this one like this.
Yeah.
That one there was an old drop. I used to actually drive that one when I was a lot younger. That was one of my dad's old Drotts. I sold them as a pair to a guy and ended up buying some back for parts for another one that I've got, and then, you know, just using them, and then I thought, well, perhaps I will get one going, you know, but because there's enough bits here to get one going, really.
Well, will you promise me, say, when you get one going, can I come back and we'll see it?
If I'm still alive and you're still alive, yeah, of course, yeah, but I don't know, you know, maybe one day when I've got more time, same as everything I've got, more time. I think everyone is interested in this sort of stuff, knows where I'm coming from.
You'll have to retire fully, won't you?
Exactly.
But you're never going to retire, are you?
I'll do it. I just need a bit more space and time, you know. It's just exactly. You know.
Now I can see the two big levers on the front of this machine. Now, what do they?
They're slewing clutch levers. The two.
All right. So the steering.
They're the slewing clutches. Yeah.
Let me get a bit closer to it.
Yeah. I can show you what's what. They're slewing clutches. Main gear lever. That's the main gear lever there. That's all still working. I've been dragging this one around the field, so it's all still moves. The clutches still work. someone's robbed a few bits off this. Someone's been round here and, you know, pilfered a few bits, but that don't matter. It's only the linkages off the hydraulics. But yeah, that's the hydraulic up and down. That one's the 4-in-1 bucket. And that's it really. They're pretty basic old machine, you know.
Yeah, and you sit behind it. Obviously, not a lot
sit
of
on there.
is there?
Obviously, the diesel tank normally or the diesel tank that's over there normally goes at the back.
Oh right.
Because this one had the back actor on it, it's a slightly different setup.
Gotcha.
So I'll probably alter that later, you know. But
I suppose with a back actor on it, they're quite a versatile machine, really. So
it's
you do
very
a bit of
good. To tell you the truth, if with a back actor on, it's kind of a clip-on back actor on these. You could take it off pretty quickly with some quick hitch fittings, you know, on the old hydraulics. They were pretty good, but well, I was never going to use the back actor. Do you know what I mean? I'm not interested in that. So I cut it off really, to tell you the truth. I couldn't. It was rusted on there, so I actually cut it off in the end and put it in the scrap. So it's gone. It's gone.
So yellow. Now is that the standard colours? I always thought that was red. I don't know where.
No, the old BTD ones were red. Yeah.
Oh, but
you're talking about TD6s, TD8s, all that. I think they were red. Some of the later TDs were yellow, but I think you're talking about the ones with a sort of pointed nose cone. The older.
I just thought
BTD6. The BTD6 is the same as this, but an older model.
And that's the trouble we'd be having.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, as I say, I always thought like the yellow was the cat yellow, but obviously it's not the cat yellow.
No, cat yellow is the old cat yellow is like this, and then the newer cat yellow went to sort of a more mustardy colour.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Like the standard cat colour now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old cat yellow was like a bright yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to be.
So can you change the segments on this like you could do with?
No, these are swine to change the sprocket on. You have to take the track frame off, unbolt unbolt. There's 4 or 6 big bolts there and some bolts on there. Take this off and take the whole track frame off, sprocket off. But what we used to do is cut that straight through. Cut that off there.
What, fish plate it or something like that?
Yeah, just cut that right through. Take it off like that. It's much easier, and then weld that bit back on.
Oh,
it's just saves all them bolts because
you don't need to fish plate it. Just weld it straight back on.
Just weld it straight back on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise, these bolts, the thread strip, you end up. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare because they're so old. You know.
What about the sprocket itself? Would you cut the sprocket in half or something so it'd be easy to fit?
No, you just undo a ring of bolts, take it off. It comes off once you've got the outer bit off.
Yeah.
There's 6 or 8 bolts. I can't remember now. I haven't done it for years. But
That's interesting.
I've done the slew clutches on these. They're a sod.
Really?
Yeah, they're a bit of a sod.
Okay.
But, you know, these are when you work on them, it's head down, arse up all the time. You know, that's how they are. You know.
So what sort of horsepower are we talking then?
Oh, very little. I don't know.
No.
They're very low revving, long stroke old engine, but they're good old. You know, I mean, if you get a good one, they're handy little machine. Better than doing it by hand anyway. That's for sure.
Oh God, yes,
yes. You know.
No, that's fine. That's fantastic. I do appreciate it. Yeah. I'd say start it up, but there's something missing, isn't there?
Good luck. Good luck with that one.
Yeah. But as I say, get rid of that old gate, get rid of the nettles, and I'll come back.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic. Right then, let's move on to your other machine, shall we? Right, Charlie. What have we got here then?
This is a Cat 951. I think it's early 80s. Something about an 81 or an 82, I think, something like that. Maybe later, I don't know.
And it's called a Drott still, isn't it?
Same. Well, really, we used to call them a Drott. The little international ones a Drott, but they're all a Drott. Anything with tracks and a 4-in-1 bucket, we call them a Drott. Yeah. I always do.
You know what the word? I mean, does it denotes like something or another?
I think it's something. I think it's a Dutch machine or something originally, but then they used to call them on the actual. I remember we used to have the BTD6s, and it used to have Drott written on it in cast iron, cast into the back. Drott, D-R-O-T-T. Sorry, spelt that wrong, but D-R-O-T-T.
Yeah.
Skid shovel written on the side. You know, but that's how. So we always just called them a Drott. You know.
Dusty, come here. Don't go too far. Oh right, yeah. So anyway, you got an 83 on the side of it. That's nothing to do with it.
No, that was just the plant number. It used to belong to my brother's company.
Yep.
And he sold it to me very cheaply. I just use it for a little bit of
fun.
Yeah. Just
we
got a little bit of a motorbike track, and I use it for just levelling out that. That's
building the jumps as we can see.
Exactly, building a few jumps for the motorbike track.
Having a play. What's that?
Just a bit of fun for me.
We're
and my
all
son.
Kids at heart, aren't we? We love a little play.
That's it. Yeah.
And what sort of age did you say it was?
I think it's early 80s.
Early 80s.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe slightly later. About an 82, I think it is.
Really?
We come off of a firm called Les Searle and Sons, or Les Searle.
Yep.
They used to do a lot of big muck
I've
shifting.
heard
Or still
that
do.
name.
I think they still do over in Horsham Way.
Yeah.
We bought it off them. My brother bought it off them, probably 20 odd years ago, and you used to use it for just the odd jobs.
Yeah.
Here and there, just doing, you know, nothing, not going out on hire or anything silly like that, but just round the tip and just doing a little bit of this and that with, you know. But
and you said you might be able to get it in action for us.
I might be able to fight 'em. It might start, hopefully.
Can we have a go?
We can have a go.
That'd be
Shall we?
fantastic. Yeah, it'd be great if you could.
Let's do it.
Go.
I've got to give it a little bit of heat. It takes a little bit of warming up on the old glow plug. So
Okay, mate.
just bear with us a minute. About 20 seconds, I think. Ready?
Easy, innit, mate? Easy. Everything works, that's it.
Slightly different to my 953. It's engine on the front job, you know?
Oh, engine on the front, yeah, of course.
Old school.
Old school. It's nice to see it all going, you know, isn't it, mate? And it's just
I'm
started up
surprised.
as easy as you
I
like.
was surprised it actually went actually.
Really? I mean, we're not in the summer, we're in the winter now.
That's cold, yeah.
And
It's
it
not
was cold
bad.
last
Yeah.
night, wasn't it? We had a bit of a frost last
The
night.
batteries aren't the best on it.
No, but it didn't need not even a bit of a snap or anything like that, did it?
No.
Fantastic. What's the most bad with this bit, you know?
To tell you the truth, Robin, I don't really know. I'd probably say, I don't know, probably 60 horsepower or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Fantastic.
I wouldn't know. I don't go into sort of all the technical data, you know.
Would you be able to go up and down with it?
Yeah, I can do, mate.
That'd be
You might
fantastic.
take a little bit of warming up on the steering because they
Yeah.
do, you know, they're a little bit slow on the oil needs to warm up. It's a little bit harder to drive than the old 953, I must admit. You know, not quite as used to that as I am the other one. But
it's starting up, it goes to
it's alright, once you get into the swing of them and you know, you get going, it's alright.
Are you going to upset your son because you ruined his jump there on his...
it's alright, that's okay. Just giving you a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a go, see how
it's fantastic. And I was amazed how easy it started up.
Yeah, no, it's a good old engine in that. The engine was actually refurbished. I think they completely rebuilt new pistons, liners, all through it, you know, a long time ago, but they hadn't done much work since, so...
Well, thanks. What we're going to do, we're going to move on to your international, which is right next door. Yeah. That's not going to start.
That won't start today, I'm afraid, Bobby. It just needs batteries, really, but I just haven't had time to get batteries together and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, shut it down then, and we'll move on, shall we? Give me a blast before you shut it down then, Charlie, would you? What a great bit of kit, eh?
Yeah.
You can't fault that.
Mate, they're lovely, them old cats.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Got a lovely sound to them and everything.
Yeah, honestly.
And that's got exhaust box on it.
I want to get the cab off it. I don't like the cab on it. It's noisy with a cab in it.
Yeah.
When you're in it, it's horrible. It's I want to put a canopy on that, you know, just a roof.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what they have in America, sort of thing.
That's it. Just put a Rob's canopy on it. Yeah.
Right. So we're back to the internationals, aren't we now?
Yeah. There she is. That one goes. I've put actually done the slewing clutches on that. When I bought it, the slewing clutches were seized. It's been stood a long time. Done them. I don't know why I spend all this time doing this rubbish, but you know, it's just
what we do.
I think it's nostalgia. I think, you know. I don't know, but
take it from me. The older you get, the more nostalgic you get.
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps I've got something wrong with me, Robin. I don't know.
If you've got something wrong, you've got something terribly wrong with me, then, isn't it? But this is all complete, isn't it? This one.
It's a little bit puffy on. I think it wants to set the valves done. Really, to tell the truth, it's a little bit pops and blows when it's cold, but yeah, easy start to start it. But once she's going, it runs sweet. Once you're pushing, it runs sweet. But
now you got all this old iron. Now I have noticed you got a bit of a black eye going on there. A little bit of damage. Is that the wife saying you got too much
that was
rust?
my wife. My wife beat me up because I was looking at buying another drop. No. I walked into a scaffold board yesterday, couple of days ago. Sorry. Yeah, ducked down behind a branch, and there was a scaffold thing straight in my eye.
Straight in your eye.
Lucky, really, didn't take me eye out. But
right, let's have a walk round, shall we? Now that noisy thing's gone off, let's have a walk round then. So we got the what do you call it? The 4-in-1 bucket on the front of it.
Same again, 4-in-1 bucket.
Well, now I've only seen it doing 2 operations. Why is it called a 4-in-1 then?
Well, because I just tell you the truth. I suppose 4 operations: open, shuts.
Yep.
Digs. I don't know really, to tell you the truth. 4-in-1. I did used to know, but I've kind of forgotten now.
Yeah. But I suppose you're right. If it tilts, lifts, clamshells.
Yeah. It's four operations with one bucket, basically.
Well, that's it, then. You can see what
it does. More than 4 operations.
Yeah.
On there, you know, I said earlier about a little gauge.
Yeah.
Some people have a little gauge on there to tell you how much the bucket's open, and this one's got it. They mark this with a little bit of paint, and when you open it, you know where you're at if you want to grade off a certain amount at a time.
Yeah.
But I've never done that. But that is actually one that's been sort of, I don't know if that was fitted from new or factory or what, I don't know, but that's the only one I think I've ever seen that's professionally fitted.
Now I've seen the front on it. It reminds me of a cat because it's got this big heavyweight grille on the front of it.
Little machine, I
mean, that is to stop things flying through the radiator, I presume.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're clearing trees and that, you obviously get a bit of stuff coming up through. You get a root coming up, or a bit of wood, or you're doing a bit of demolition or something. We used to do demolition with them all the time.
Yeah.
Put them in the back of a tipper. We used to drive them in the back of a tipper.
Yep.
Get to the job, tip them out at the other end on a pile of hardcore or something. Tip them straight out the lorry. People used to go, "What the hell were you doing?" You know what I mean? But you just how you did things in them days,
Health and safety.
Pioneering spirit and all that, you know.
I have noticed the crumbs. What we do?
We were just talking about that, Robin, weren't we? Another one.
Now, what we do with that?
That doesn't even leak. I'm not going to touch it.
Really?
I don't care if it don't leak. Don't matter, does it? Who cares?
You wouldn't think about saying with a bit of wire wool and that sort of thing.
If I was using it, but to tell you the truth, Robin, it doesn't leak or anything. I know it looks bad, but it doesn't leak at all. So
Right, no, that's fantastic.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, that's a great saying.
I'm already limited on time.
And money.
And money.
We can see all the gauges now. It's got gauges in this one, and the front bonnet's on and the engine's in it.
Not one of them works.
Oh, right.
Not one of them.
Oh, okay.
They're connected up. I think they're all just seized up. They're just
right, that's it. And
but she runs.
And it's got a seat in it as well.
Yeah, I put that little seat in there because the seats they have in them are kind of an old thing, and all springs sticking out and poking you in the arse.
God.
Do you know what I mean? They're not nice.
Yeah.
So I put that on. That's
so
quite comfortable.
this is this the throttle?
That's the throttle, full bore.
Yep.
Tick over. Little stop down here to stop it.
Right, let's have a little down the bottom.
That's a little stop button to stop it. Same things before. Slewing clutches, main clutch.
Yep. So disengage the engine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Start it with a spanner. I'll sort the starter out.
Really?
Well, it did have a thing on here, but it broke. So at the moment, it
broke.
It started with a spanner. That's how we always used to start them anyway. Sort the starter out with a spanner.
Right, fair enough. I can't argue with it. Hydraulic tank and fuel tank on the back.
Hydraulics there, yeah. Hydraulic tank. About a 10 or 12 gallon diesel tank. Yeah.
Just 1 second. My dog's eating something. Dusty.
What are you doing?
Dusty.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Your mum will go crazy if you keep doing that. Come on. Moving on. Stop eating. It's even got some, what's this? Closed hydraulic system.
Original decals.
Original decals.
That's part of its originality there, Robbie.
100 loader.
100 loader, that's what it is, a B100. Yeah.
And the
it's actually got a bucket off a BTD6 on it. I bought the bucket when I bought this machine. It never had a bucket, so I actually bought the bucket and it came off a BTD6.
Really? And the age of it?
I think this one's probably about a 68 or 69.
Yeah. It's probably seen some work then.
It's probably same age as me. I'm 54.
Oh yeah.
So I'm 67. I was born in 67, so it's probably a little bit younger than me.
Oh right.
You know, it's probably looking better than me actually.
And it's got the International Officer decal on it as well.
Yeah.
The Americans
I like to
it.
keep them original, Robin. You know.
Well, I can see that from the exhaust.
Actually, Robin, that is not originally. They have an exhaust box under there, and it comes out there.
Oh, okay.
But they always rot out, and you can't get them now, so you just put one of them on, you know.
Yeah, but I do like this exhaust cover. Yeah. You know, very expensive piece of kit there. I can see.
That there saves you a lot of money.
Yes, it does. Obviously,
as we've all know, we've all made that mistake. I'm sure.
As you say, I mean, it's seen some years, but it still works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does still work. Yeah.
And it's got the old style generator, dynamo. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Water pump. Do you have any heating problems with these, or?
Yeah, this one's got. I actually put a radiator in this one, but it's not.
1 second, we got an airplane taking off. Right, onwards.
Yeah, what happens is the radiator on most old machines, the cores get clogged by using probably not changing the water, not changing the the antifreeze and all that sort of stuff, keeping them clean. They get clogged up inside. Yep. And they've had it basically. The old rads, you could take the top off and clean them out.
With like a little brush, like
a dipstick. Used to use the old dipstick and push them out, clean the cores out if you're very gentle.
Or like
the cat. I think the cat. You can with the cat take the top of the rad off, unbolt the top of the tank off the rad and clean them through, but you've got to be very, very careful. But these ones, when they're blocked, you've got to get them recored basically. But I mean, this has got a good rad in it, so it's okay at the minute.
I mean, it probably is not a great deal of difference. You just cut the old core out in it and just
put another core in. Yeah,
put another core.
Probably 500 quid, I expect, something like that at the minute.
Well, I mean, when you're looking at a machine like this, it's not a lot of money, doesn't it?
No,
and it saves it from.
It's worth doing.
The scrap man. I mean, we've lost so much to the scrap man over the years, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, so
it's worth doing, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's got a surface rust in it, but if you keep the brambles off them and keep the trees growing in between the rams and everything, so they'd last forever, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I suppose if you use them sort of intermittently now and then, just keep them rolling. Yeah. Just keep the oils free and
circulating the oils.
To tell you the truth, Robin, the worst thing I think that's what I need to do is put some cover over them, because they're out here. It's destroying them. The water runs down the dipstick, gear stick, into the gearbox. It just gets everywhere. Water, you know, it just
Well, we was talking about a barn earlier, wasn't we?
We were talking about a barn.
Yeah, even if you put a pole barn up, that would help, wouldn't it?
Just to keep a bit of shelter. Yeah. That would be nice. Yeah.
The
good ones, them ones don't matter, but this one and maybe that one, keep them out of the weather. It makes a hell of a difference, you know.
Well, thanks a lot, then, John, showing me your machines, and I've had a really lovely day today, and you've promised me I can come back in better weather and follow you around, and you got some friends up the road who's got some tractors and one thing, so I'd like to come back anyway.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's got the pipe gone on this one. It's leaking out of that pipe there, I think.
Yeah. Would you keep the you obviously keep the antifreeze topped up?
Of course, yeah, I have to do them, yeah, regularly, yeah.
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 Well, again, we've had a splendid day with Charlie. I've really enjoyed myself, and seeing all these machines. You know, I like talking about old iron and anything out of town. You know, anything to do with the countryside, construction, everything like that. Thank you, Charlie Bell, is it?
Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Snoopy.
Oh, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a Bell, but there you go.
No. Bell is you, Robin? No, but my son works. The van that was on the drive, sign written Bell. My son works for the Bell Construction. Well,
thanks again for letting us see what you do, and you've promised me another day back with you, and you've got some friends with tractors, and I'm sure I'll enjoy that. Like I say to you, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up for me and for Charlie, and think about subscribing to the channel. It all helps. And of course, Dusty the dog. Let me just... Dusty!
Say hello, Dusty. Say hello, Dusty.
And Dusty the dog. Let's get the camera back up. Yeah, and Dusty the dog. It all makes good sense. So anyway, thanks for coming along. See you another time.